Well, hello there. Welcome to my review of Last Spartan Standing. Now, I will admit that this review is going to be slightly different than I had originally planned because my review was originally affected by / dependent upon the fact that there was only one map that this game mode existed on. Not dependent on, but it was just going to affect the review. But alas, that is not the case anymore, and I played one match, completely abandoned it already as my review because I died so many times early on, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Let's talk Last Spartan Standing. First of all, I think the idea is cool. I think the idea is really, really cool, and I'm very glad that they made this. It's not insanely innovative, you know, it's taking ideas that have already existed, a mixture of a Battle Royale-esque game mode, just with a lot less players, and on a big team battle map, instead of something like, you know, a Battle Royale map, but of course we don't have that in Halo Infinite yet, and this is, I feel like, as someone who has friends who are huge fans of the Battle Royale game mode, this seems to be a nice substitute for the time being for people who are crying out for a Halo Battle Royale, but also enjoy Halo Infinite in general. This seems to be a good middle ground, and I'm happy about that. I just enjoy it in general as a game mode, and I enjoy the uniqueness of it for a Halo game. And this is what I want more of. This is what Halo's always had. The constant innovation and changing of game modes and allowing the community to help with creating new game modes, which it's struggling with, but that's not the point of this video. I'm just pointing out that this game mode encapsulates something that I've always loved about Halo. And I'm very glad that it has. Oh, and also, I didn't mention, but what it's mixed with is a gun game. Like, it's a Battle Royale type game mode with fewer players and a kind of level up gun game system, which I think is interesting because it's not RNG based. The game is not RNG based at all. It is based on skill. That being said, there are some things that can definitely be RNG based, and it does kind of feel bad at times. Just the fact that the more kills someone gets, the more powerful they become. So once someone comes out on top, even if it's for a luck reason, it gives them a significant advantage in this game mode. But I also think that that's relatively well balanced by the fact that playing more aggressively to get more kills, especially early on to level up faster, is met by the opposition of having a higher chance of dying more, and you have a limited number of lives. So I think, honestly, that balances out pretty fairly well, I think. Also, I'm a dead man. That is unlucky, having someone come in behind you and that kind of stuff, which happens all the time in this game mode, but that is normal. That's just a free-for-all side effect. There is a element of luck / I guess ignorance of the battlefield, unless you're really good at the game and really good at understanding players' typical movements, and that's just a typical thing of free-for-all game modes. However, I do want to say, specifically, I have an issue with the Banished map. Not this map. There is a map that the launch map for this game mode that they, how long does this take? I don't know, I've never done this before. But there's a bit of an issue that I have with the launch map that this one came with, the Banished. I like the map. I definitely like the Banished map. But it is worth... Oh, that leveled me up. Interesting. Sorry, I've never done this before, and this is an interesting addition. Very interesting, because you couldn't do this on the Banished map. There was no, like... There was no type of power-up system or anything of the sort. It was just what it was. Okay, so that's it, and I like that. I was hoping that kind of hoping that there wouldn't be like an RPG or something like that, because that's a bit much for a free-for-all game mode. That's a bit much of an advantage for someone. Whoa. Hello. That was confusing for me. I guess I meleeed and that he saw me. Anyways, I'm rusty, so don't judge me. I did actually get decent at this game mode. I, had several wins under my belt, got my rustiness to go away, before I decided to make this review, but that was like 2 weeks ago when this season first dropped, and at this point, several weeks ago, because of how long it's going to be between me recording this and actually releasing this video. But anyways, that's besides the point. It has been a little bit. It's been a solid bit since I actually... Ooh, there's stuff going on everywhere. Since I actually played this game well. So I apologize for that. I don't mean for it to hopefully affect the validity of what I'm saying, because I have played this game a lot, and I've been playing Halo for years. I'm just rusty in Halo Infinite, because it's just not been the focus at all when I have played games recently. But, back to the topic at hand. I think that map in particular was a bit rough, because although I love the map, there were so many different sections of the map that I think it struggled from a bit too much, I guess, opportunity for ignorance, I could say, instead of just, I guess, just saying luck, because it's not necessarily luck. Again, you can learn patterns of players and stuff like that, and you can always take the advantage or gain an advantage in free-for-all game modes when you're talking about a game mode of the possibility of walking in on a fight and getting a double kill because two people are fighting each other, or being one of the people who gets killed in that scenario because you're one of the two people fighting each other. You know, you can learn to manipulate that kind of stuff, and I get that. I never have learned to do that, but I fully get that that is something you can learn to do. So just keep in mind that I know that when I say that there's an element of luck that I'm talking about with that other map. But I do think that there was actually an element of luck, because there are objectively better or worse spawn points in that, I'm gonna hack, despite possibly being a bad thing. I'm gonna hack. But there were just objectively better or worse spawn points. Like, there was one that was towards the center of the map at a high up spot that, I swear, every single time I spawned there, almost no matter what I did, I was caught in the middle, between two people or more who were trying to fight each other. And I was just kind of there in the middle of it, having to deal with that. I don't know, that was just always something that was kind of to me, you know? Also, hello. That's interesting. I was hoping that I can get out of here. Yeah. I only have 1 life left, so this is not going well. Actually, whoa. Apparently, I'm tied when it comes to number of lives. Not overall. I will say that in certain doses, I enjoy the intensity of this game mode. I think that it can get a bit too aggressive sometimes, the emotions involved with trying to win this game mode, if you take it too seriously, as I did at some points while playing it initially. But I mean, it's fine. It's honestly fine. I guess something to note that can happen. Oh, come on. Really? You're gonna turn and fight me, overshield dude? I mean, I guess, yeah, whatever. I'm just a free kill at this point. Oh, yeah, I didn't finish what I was saying about the other map. With the other map, it also seemed like there were areas where I would spawn in and there was just cover everywhere. And I would spawn in and see, like, 2 or 3 people around me in the vicinity, knowing that they're nearby, and they would never engage with me because it was so easy to dodge and weave and hide and maybe get into a position where you only have to engage one person at a time. I don't know, there were just some areas of the map that you could spawn in that would consistently... They would consistently leave me feeling fine. Like... Oh, interesting. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't realize that was my last life, but it did say I had 1 literally a minute ago. But yeah, there were moments like that in the last one, so I guess my final thoughts on this before ending this video out, since I lost and the match is over, is that there's a new map now, and I can say so far that this map doesn't seem to have that problem. I actually, when I was initially playing it, I was hoping that they would make this map a Last Spartan Standing map, because it seemed like it would be much more balanced in that regard, where it's more fair spawning places all throughout the map, and that seems to be the case. I'm just rusty, and that's why I died constantly. It was purely my fault. So, that's pretty much all I have for this review. Oh, getting those challenge points for... Oh yeah, free-for-all matches. That makes sense. That counts as one, doesn't it? Anyways, like I said, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Go do some stuff that makes you uncomfortable, because it'll make you more comfortable in your own shoes. And I will catch you in the next one. I'll be talking about that map that I talked about for a decent part in this one soon, the new Banish map, because I actually like that map a lot. Not very relevant, but still cool side note. Can I just say that this poster here this poster thing is badass. I think it's an awesome poster for Last Spartan Standing. Hey, I'm gonna have to add this in towards the end of my my review, just like I did the poster comment, because there's another map. I'm not actually going to play this match because I'm looking for a very specific map and trying to review a very specific map here. But I think that's kind of cool that they're adding more maps, and this one, based on the layout that I know of this map, I have a feeling is going to be slightly more balanced.